Three.
Let's talk about being different and being boring. Terrapin has a history of being different, right, Tony?
Correct.
What have we done?
Well, I think, look, our product has got it's sort of latent with the possibility of being boring. A lot of our competitors do really boring stuff. Some of our stuff's really boring. But I think over our history, whenever we've sort of gone out and done something not boring,
Yeah.
we've never really regretted it, have we, Greg?
No, I don't think we have.
Like, calling the company Terrapin, that was an unboring thing to do. We used to be AIC, for
Yeah.
God's sake. When we called it Terrapin, people thought we were mad. But, it's stuck, it's been quirky, it's been good.
It's memorable in a sea of acronyms, isn't it?
Sure, even, MBA training company, it's not boring, that's a quirky thing to do, and I don't think we've regretted it. Well, it's early days, maybe we will regret it, but I don't think it's those sorts of things. I think where we've taken a bit of a risk and been unboring, it's worked.
Yeah, I think...
Because Greg, you're a big advocate of the unboring conference in terms of the content.
Yeah. I think we need to really extend the ideas of and the fundamentals. Why do people come to conferences? It's not to be assaulted by presentation upon presentation by government and people like that. It's to get really interesting new ideas from peers in business. No matter what the discipline, no matter what the sector. And that's incumbent upon all of us who work here to really be expansive in our ideas and not to be boring. And it's risk taking. Some of us have got the idea that playing it safe, playing it conservative, we minimise the risk. I think that is totally wrong. And in fact, when we play it safe, with our concepts and our content, that is when we really get no traction, and it is when we get right back with the pack.
I think boring often, where it really gets boring is when we've got the wrong speakers. Have you ever been at a conference where you've sat there? You've made you sit there for half an hour, 45 minutes,
Yeah.
and it's just the wrong guy. Now, how boring can that be? So that makes it incumbent upon all of us to make sure we've got not just good speakers, but every speaker. Actually,
Yeah.
every speaker's got to be right. Otherwise, it's torture.
And the topics. I mean, it's actually a little bit earlier than the speakers. We need to write really interesting agendas, because if we don't write interesting agendas, we've got no hope of exciting speaker prospects.
So how do you relate that to the being boring? What does writing in a boring way? What does writing in an unboring way mean?
Writing in an unboring conference. Well, you think about what is business interested in, just in terms of fundamentals. Customer experience, brand, innovation, being different, stuff like that. That is at the essence of what businesses are about. And of course, evaluating new things, understanding dynamics, business dynamics, market dynamics, even geopolitical dynamics in terms of creating different products.
You didn't mention government policy, taxation and red tape.
No. I don't think businesses, certainly creative businesses, are not at all interested in that sort of stuff, and they've always worked around it, and they always delegate that to someone else. Our conferences need to be about difference and innovation and creativity.